Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm back to work on the Pocket File Folder Journal. I forgot what I was calling it. Let's take these things off to start and make sure it actually glued down. Now, wouldn't it be funny if I forgot the glue? But I didn't. I remembered the glue. I had this thought last night in the middle of the night. I didn't glue it down. I just put these on. But no, I did. I actually glued it down. Yay me. Okay, so it does flip up. Woohoo! Look at that. And look how big that pocket is. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay. What does it measure? It measures 5 3/4 by 8 1/2. 8 1/2 by 5 3/4. Cool. I love it. And now we need to make this bottom pocket, but before we do that, we have to get I'm scratching all this junk off of here. I have to get my little twisty thing that's going to connect things together here. So let me grab a string. Which one? I think I'll go with that one. This one. I think we'll go with this fat one. And it will tie up here. I forgot to push something under there to... Okay, so right there it's going to tie. And then I have a little bit of string down here. Don't need much. There we go. So the way I like to put string on in a book is I like to take tape and a little bit of glue, a little bit of glue. There we go. A little bit of tape. You guys probably glue down the same way I do. I like this double-sided tape because I like to take it and then I like to run it right beside the other one, like so, and then take another piece of tape . And one last time, run this one back up this way. And a little bit of glue just to hold that all together. Hi, Miss Libby. What you doing? Looking for paper scraps? I know, it's just so much fun in here, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to leave that little piece on for a second until we get the paper cut that we're going to use on the background here. But as you can see, this will go around. The wheels on the bus. No, the wheels on the book. That'd look nice in there, wouldn't it? But I think I wanted to use this on the bottom. I I really like that. Okay, I know it's going to go clear up to there. Whoops, don't close that inch. If I keep closing that, it's going to glue shut because I don't really, there's glue seeping all around that too. Uh-oh. My glue just leaked on this. Did I do throw my paper towel away? Yeah, of course I did. Okay. And there I am, throwing it away again. Okay. There we go. And clear down here. All right, let's ink this to start with. Really, I want this one kind of dark because the hope I'm not creating a bunch of reflection here. If I am, I'm deeply sorry. I wanted it darker because this paper is so grungy looking. Okay, now this is going to go on here. Like so. But no, that's not enough for me. What else can I do to this? I want to make some pockets back here. And do I want to make them as envelope pockets? About this wide. I know this is going to be weird and you'll think, gosh, she's wasting those envelopes when she could do it a different way. But I'm doing it the way that is pretty easy too. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Pretty easy. I like pretty easy. Okay. So what I did, I cut it down about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, folded it down. And now I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to line this up right along here. I'm going to go down about 2 inches from the top. About 2 inches. I'm going to mark off the width of this envelope. So I have a starting point and a stopping point. So we're going to start somewhere right about here. And stop right about here. Okay. Gonna put some little hidden gems in here. Okay, right there. Now what I like to do here is I like to put eyelets in. And the reason I do that is to prevent that from tearing any further. I do have these nice wide ones that I could use. Oh, I do have some kind of yellow grungy ones, brown ones. There's a greeny brown, that goes. The yellow goes. That one definitely goes. I mean, it really wouldn't even matter. I can't even pull out 2 of the same color. Oh, that's a pretty one. We'll start with those kind of mustardy yellows. They're not exactly the same. That's okay. I don't care about that. So, right here, whoops, jeez, I'm just making a giant mess. Can't do anything till I get that out of there. I must have had some glue on it. Okay, right. I'll get there. Okay, right there. And right here. Like so. That one was not exact. But this does prevent it from tearing further. I mean, you could still tear it. I mean, what the heck? You know how we are. We get pretty rough with these guys. We rough them up as we go. Okay. Now on the back, I am going to, right here along that line, I'm going to line this up right along the bottom. Well, I could go down just a little bit. I'm going to put tape here. Tape. It's just a different way to do a quick pocket on something like this, where you want your tags to be separated so that they're not all falling down into the bottom of the journal card space. I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here. You could use cheaper envelopes. You could use, I could have used, you know, envelopes from junk mail. That would have worked out really fine. Okay, I'm going to turn this way so I can see it a little better. I'm going to fold this down just for your sake, not for my sake. And I think if I keep it, I think I really want it as close to that as I can get it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use tape here, and that will help me to get it on there straight and hold it down. Okay, take that one off. We'll take this one off. I'm going to run a little bit of glue here. Ooh, I'm almost out. Better check. Might be making a trip to town today. I'm sure that they have this at the hardware store. I think it's a little more expensive here at the hardware store, but it'll be okay. Okay, right along the bottom of that opening. Right there. And then I want to get my bone folder in there. And bone fold it down. Now this piece, let me straighten that little rib out that I put in there. I am going to just run glue right here. Right along here. And then we'll have an opening. I think. What about the bottom? I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, because our bottom is too long, I'm going to go ahead and lift this up a little bit. I'm going to clip it off right about there. There we go. And then I'm going to glue the bottom. Now, with all of this already done, this part, I should have went ahead and put in my next pocket before I did that pocket. There you go, see? Got a nice little envelope there. Works out great. Now you could put a little thumb notch there if you wanted. If you want it to really show up. I'm just going to darken it up with ink. Now I'm going to go back up here. You see I didn't glue that down because I knew I was going to have to ink it. I just glued around the area. Okay, so if we want to put in another one, we need to get our little mat like this, put it between here and the envelope, and figure out where we want it. I'm going to line it up again along the top. And I think I want to go down, let's see, how far did we go down this time? 2 inches? 1, 2. So if we go down 2 inches, that will be between hang on. About here to there. I'm trying to give myself a line. Is what I need to do. Just draw a line. There we go. Now I'll shove that back up there. And bring in oh, here it is. And I think what I'll do is measure the width down this way because I can get it right between those 2 points. So somewhere in there, and somewhere in there. That's where our holes are going to go. And then between these 2 lines is where we're going to put our next cut. Now if I cut my envelope underneath, we're going to cut our envelope off. But no, I did okay. See, there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and ink that, although that could be dangerous, inking it without the eyelets in it. Okay. Okay, one more envelope. Once again, we're going to cut it down this way, about 3/4 of an inch, and fold that down. There we go. Now that can dry while I hole punch these. Now we need 2 more of those kind of goldy ones, don't we? Not that one. That one's too crooked anyway. No, too yellow. That's like a canary. Let's see what we have if we just grab a bunch. Oh, we can throw some on the floor. Oh my. Well, there's one. No, that's a really yellow. I don't see another one of that mustardy. But we have that mustard. Colonel mustard. Ah. We'll do those 2. Okay. Put my glue up, right? If I wanted to remember to put my glue on its side, I would forget totally. One in. Turn this the right direction. I've ordered one of those silent setters. I ordered it off of eBay. Gosh, they used to be, you know, 20 bucks on Amazon, and now they're very expensive. So of course I didn't buy the very expensive one. I went to eBay and bought it cheaper. Okay, I need to kind of do something with that for a second. So let's just clip it up here. So. bend that down just to get it out of the way. And then this is going to go right here. I think I'll just try gluing it this time. We'll see what happens. If there's glue. Right along the line. Right there. And then this piece, we are going to have to trim this time to get it under this guy. We just really want it to go over the top of the hole here. So I'm going to lightly put on a thing of glue above it. And now we'll go down to the bottom, right down here. And we're going to cut this one off right here. Open it. Add some glue. And then if you want, you can glue these down. It's not really necessary. But I'll just put that like that to hold it down a little bit. Okay. I'm only going to do 2 of those. Usually I like to do 3 or 4. But I think I want to put a pocket down here to go with the pocket that we're going to put on it. There we go. Yeah. It's going to be great. And I left room for glue to go all around. And it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and put a little bit of glue in here. Just to hold it down firmer. You can see I don't have them exactly even. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to really be able to tell that they're not exact. A little bit more on the corners. Might have to come back with the glitter glue and re-glue the corners. A lot of times you have to do that. Okay, pull your page up there so you can adjust it properly. Bring it down to the bottom, to the sides. Let me find my little towel. It makes for a nice thick page. It feels padded because of those envelopes. Oh yeah. Nice. Now, where's that glitter glue? To put some right in the side here. Right here, you see that little piece coming up there? Which is what I thought we'd have to do, is come back and add some art glitter glue in there. Now, let's just put this on it right there for right now. And then right here. Whoops. Right there. And let's go look back here. Well, this one will be a little harder. Go ahead and run that glue along there. The clips are kind of getting in the way. I don't want to paper cut myself either, because that would hurt. But you do need to be sure you get this down pretty firmly along this edge. Take any glue off. Okay, so there is that part. Now, we still have this pocket to put in under here, if we still want to do it. Here. Now, it can be a total flip up and flip down. It's kind of up to you. If you want to flip it all the way up, we can. We can't flip it up that far, because it gets in its own way. That's what it does. First, let's cut this side down. Oh, I already marked it. Look at that. What a good girl I am. Let me get rid of this. Pencil. Let me just dispose of some things here. Get some stuff out of the way. All right. And the ink. Cover the ink. All right. There we go. Get rid of that. And we'll bring that right back up, actually, because we have to cut this off. Oops. I'm just cutting up stuff that's in the middle. Okay, so we can either cut off the bottom or we can cut off the top. Do we want that fancy top up there? I kind of do. So I think we'll cut the bottom off. Right about here. I put my pencil away, figures. So we'll say, let's go with this line right here. That's already on there. And then we'll have to re-glue the bottom. Right? There. There's that piece. So if I just take it like this and give it a little clippity here, a little clippity there, I can go ahead and install that right here to give that a bigger opening on the inside of the envelope. And we'll do the same over here, unless we wrap it around like we did before. Don't need that piece. Found that out last time, didn't I? Hope I'm not too close up there. All right. Let's get this put inside of here. Now you could put it on the outside if you like, if that makes you more comfortable. Doesn't really matter whether it's inside or outside. Whoops. Now it does matter if you put glue on the inside of your envelope. As you know, it means you'll glue it closed. And boy, the tiniest little bit of glue can certainly glue an envelope closed. Okay. Look at that. Now this can be a full-on open piece if you want, like this. Nothing says that it has to be completely closed. Let's take a look at it. What if we kind of like that idea? That's kind of a cool idea to leave it open like that. What do you think? It's like, let's just tuck papers into it. I like it. That's what we're going to do. Which means we either cover the inside or we ink it. So while that's still drying, let's think about what we want to do. I do have this red. Doesn't that look cool? Oh, don't pull that up, Ann. It's not ready. I kind of like the red. Look at that. Oh, that'd be really, really pretty. Let's go with the red. Especially since we're going to be able to see it, you know? I think that would be a fun idea. And then if I fold this in half, like this, look at that back. Oh, it's pretty too. If I fold it in half and squish it down, and if I go like this, I can get this side. It's a nice little piece there, isn't it? Oh, so pretty. Okay, we'll go there. And then we'll go from here to there, like so. Then we'll go here to there, and there to there. Now we should have a bottom. Top. And the top inside piece. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. Now, let me get some more Fabri-Tac. Oh, Fabric Fusion. Okay. We better, sorry to say, we better ink this before we insert it so that we can get that around the edges nicely like that, so it shows up really good. And so it shows at the back as well when you open the envelope. Doesn't have to be perfect. Good heavens, we know I'm not going to get perfection out of myself. But that's okay. I'm not a perfectionist. There's sometimes, depends on what it is, you know. Sometimes it's like, I have a certain idea in my head, and I really want it to look that way. It doesn't always pan out, but sometimes mistakes are the best thing, because you end up with something that is totally awesome and different from what you imagined. Bottom. Yes. Isn't that pretty? It's just so nice, the colors together, the old and ancient colors. Going down along the edges. Ooh, I sniffled and got a nose full of glue. Okay. The reason I'm using this is so it is more maneuverable. Is that a word? So I can maneuver it around in there. And I might have to trim this back up to fit a little better. And then we'll come back and we'll re-glue that piece when we're done here. Isn't that nice? I love that. This is my favorite, I think, out of all those papers. It's just so old, and maybe it reminds me of an apron or something that my grandmother had. I really don't know. I don't know why I'm so fond of it. So we went out for our walk again today. Yesterday I didn't walk because I was down with whatever my C-reactive stuff is. I was down with nausea all day. Fun. It was so fun. Let me tell you. There's nothing better. I'm really lying. But, yeah, it was not a fun day, actually. It was exhausting. I can't, to me, there's nothing worse than nausea, because you can't get rid of it, and it just goes on and on and on. I mean, I could have taken a nausea pill, but then I would have been so sleepy, because they knocked me out right away. So I'm just going down in there trying to get all that glue. So I think I'll maybe use this. No, I think I won't, because that cork kind of sticks to it. Okay, so there is the outside of that pocket and the inside of that pocket. Now let's close this up. Right there. And I think we'll flip this one on this side. I think I'll glue it down and then cut around it. Should I? Or should I cut around it now? Probably better cut around it right now. I'll just do it the same way I did before. Sorry about the reflection. My desk is actually getting very crowded, if you're wondering what's going on here. Because I have 2 journals going at once. Now, normally I don't do that. Normally, I only do 1 journal at a time. So that I don't get a big influx of papers on the desk. But oh no, me, I'm doing 2 at a time this time. I debated whether I should or not. All right. Let's put this on here like so. Okay, and we'll put this right here. Yep, just like so. I like it. That may just have enough to get as far as we can go today. Whoops. It's going to go over the edge. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I love it. Now, on the back here, we do have that. We do have that. And we do have this. And each one of these can become a pocket on the inside of this. Which way is it going? That way. Not that we need a pocket there. I think what we need here is decoration. Something decorative. Like maybe an advertisement or something. And the reason I'm saying that is because we have an awful lot going on with this already. And if we have too much happening, if we have too much happening, then it won't look right. Now we could just put down a menagerie here. Don't like that either. I'm going to save those for journal cards. And going to look for a new Tim Holtz paper card. Uh-oh. There goes the cutting board. The trimmer. Oh my goodness. There we go. Picking the trimmer up. Okay, these are the little 4 square ones. And then the little smaller squares. And then we do have that. And that. Oh, there's a map. And then here's some more red. More little ones. Oh, now I like this. The reason I like this is because you can write on it. And that might be a mighty fine place to write. Okay. So I'm going to set this on here. And we're going to draw around it. Just like before. And we also need to remember that we need to cut a piece that is that length. And it's going to go like this. We need that fold so this flaps up. Otherwise it will be unflappable. And it's going to go on this side, so if I put this side down first, then I can put this on. But I've already measured it to fit that. We'll see. Might have to take it apart. So why is she using the permanent glue? I don't know. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it right to the edge of the, so it almost has a little bit peeking out there, and that's just to accommodate for the page flipping open. And I don't know what I did. There it is, with my trimmer after it fell. Uh-oh. Oh dear, I'm off. That's terrible. Couldn't really see it that well. Okay. We'll just ink it up over there, huh? Unless it's really bad, then I have to do another one. And I don't know if I have another one of these. I guess I have it on this side. Let's look. Let's look at the damage. Oh, I'm okay. Oh. Let's look at the damage. Okay, we're fine. The damage is fine. I think I got it just a little bigger than I needed, so that it works out perfect, because I can always go around it with a knife. But this gives us an excellent writing spot in the back of a journal. Takes a lot to cover up a whole pocket, doesn't it? I mean, you don't really think about the time and the energy it takes to do all this, but it really does. It takes quite a bit. I'm sorry this is so long. I guess I could have stopped and started. Showed you what I was going to glue. I'll maybe start doing that, pausing my video and putting a piece together, and then, but that means I have to edit, and I don't like to edit all of it up. It takes hours. You know, like, I'm kind of like Gail Augustinelli in that way, because she doesn't like to edit her videos either. It's just hours. It takes hours. You can have a video, or you can have one video, or you can have, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos that are unedited, or 1 or 2 videos a week that are edited. And that's kind of the way it works. Okay. Ready? We'll make journal cards and this pocket next time, because once I glue this down, we're going to have to clamp it. And I'm going to need to put some extra glue right here around that string. You would think that it would have held, but it didn't. Might have to do it in 2 pieces. Hoping I can just glue this down and then clamp it all at once. Let me take those off. Let me open this. I better line it up good first. Oh, I see. That's that extra piece that was too big right there. See it? Ah, dang it. I have to go back with the glitter glue. But I gotta clip that off. Otherwise it's not going to glue down right at all. Okay. Glitter glue. Not glitter glue. Fabri-Tac. Okay, there we go. Now, let's get this heavy-duty clip on right here. There's one. And 2 and 3. So if you're doing something like this and you're really wanting to paste some pieces together, make sure you put your clamps on, because without those clamps you're probably not going to end up with a piece that's stuck together. It's really important. Okay, so there we go, crossing our fingers. We have this, we have that, we have all this. We have this really cool envelope here. I love that it opens, but I can't open it right now. All right, so we're going to stop right there, and when we come back to work on this journal, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a pocket to make journal cards, which means we need to make the journal card and decorate it and whatever else we're going to do to it. And so there we go. That is all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you're enjoying this process. And yeah, it's coming together. I love it. What do you think so far? These are pretty cool pockets. I love the shape. So that's neat that you can save the shape. You can't really see it up here with what's going on here, but yep. So that's all I have, and I hope you each have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will talk to you in the very next video. Bye.